Hello everyone. So welcome in this session 2. In this session we are going to learn about the where clause. So we use a where clause in SQL to basically fetch the data from the table, but with some specific conditions. So whenever we have any condition while fetching the data, we will use a where clause in our query. So you can use the where clause with these all these five things. The first is a operator. So you can use where clause with the operators like equal to, less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to. Then second is you can use the where clause with between, and, or, not between. And third is you can use where clause with like is null, is not null, then with the like operator, and then in operator as well. So let's check one by one how it works with the where clause. The first thing, okay, I will just show you the data. So I have taken the customers table and already the data is inserted into it. I will just show you how this table looks like. Okay, you can see that this table have customer number, name, contact last name, contact first name, phone, address line. So these are all details in this table: city, state, country, credit limit. Okay, these are all the values in this table. So let's start with the first operator. Like suppose we are using equal to. Okay, so these are the details. Now suppose there is a condition that in the customer number you have been given a customer number and you have to fetch the data only for that customer number. You don't want all the records. So what you will do, you will write select. Okay, then you will write all the column names from which the data you required. Okay, then you will write from table name. Then the syntax goes like you will write where, the keyword where. Okay, then you will write the column name equal to the value which you have been given. So in my scenario I want the detail only for the customer number 103. Okay, so I will write the condition like select all the column names from table name where customer number is equal to 103. Okay, so I will just run this query and show you. Once I run this query, see, I got my output as a customer number 103 and I got the details only for that customer number. So this is how the where clause works. Okay, it is only fetching the data according to the given condition. Okay, this is how it is working. Let's move to the next example where we are using greater than operator. Okay, so again I will just show you the data. This is a table. Now our condition is that we have a column as a credit limit. Okay, and the condition we are going to check is basically where I want the data where my credit limit is basically greater than 21,000. This is my condition. So same way you will again write the syntax like select all the column name from table name, and in a where you will basically write the column name greater than the value whichever you want. Okay, I am taking here an example as a I want a credit limit greater than 21,000. You can take greater than 50,000 also. Okay, so let's run this query and check. See, I have got the output, and in all those output the credit limit is greater than 21,000. Okay, this is how it works. Now same way you can try for the less than also. Okay, and greater than equal to and not greater than equal to as well. Now moving towards the third example. So again I will just show you the data. Now we will check the condition like not equal to. Okay, I have a column, state column, okay, city column, country column. Now suppose you have been asked that fetch the data where where you require a data where the city is not equal to Las Vegas. Okay, excluding the Las Vegas, I want details for all other city. Then I will use not equal to operator with the where clause. So my syntax will be select all the column name from table name where city is not equal to Las Vegas. Let's run it. See here in this city column you can see Las Vegas is not at all present anywhere. Okay, so this is how not equal to will work. Let's move to the next thing. Let's see how the between and or and not between these operators work. So we have taken the first example. Again I have to show you the data. Okay, so this is our customer data. Yeah, so now let's suppose take an example that from this credit limit column, okay, I want all the details, but I want it in a range. For example, I want all the details where my credit limit is between 20,000 and 50,000. Okay, whenever you have a data in a form of a range, okay, you want to fetch the data according to some range, you will use the operator between and. Okay, so you will write select all the column name from table name, and then you will write where your column name is between first value and second value. So here we have taken where credit limit is between 20,000 and 50,000. I will just run this query. See, I have got all the details where my credit limit is between 20 to 50,000. It's not greater than 50,000 and not even less than 20,000. Okay, so this is how you will use between and. The same way you can use not between 20,000 and 50,000 operator. So suppose you want a data that it should be greater than 50,000 or it should be less than 20,000. It should not lie between the 20 to 50,000 range. Then same way you will again write select column name from table name where credit limit not between 20,000 and 50,000. I will just run this. Now see this. Either this data is like less than 20,000 or the credit limit is my greater than 50,000. It is not ranging between 20 to 50,000 values. Okay. Now let's move to the next example. Now we will look for an AND operator. AND operator, what it will does basically, AND will check all the conditions and all the conditions should be true. Then it will execute. If even one condition is false, it will not execute. Okay. Now I have given a two condition where my country should be USA and my state should be PA. So it will give me the data for these two conditions. You can see here country is USA and state is PA. So anyway, whenever you get a question where you have to check multiple conditions and your all those conditions should be true, then you will use the AND. Okay, and vice versa, like if you want only one condition should be true, then you will use the OR. See below, I have taken another example. Now here I am searching or fetching the data for country equal to France or my country equal to USA. That means what? If you are trying to fetch the data on the basis of a condition which coming from the same column, okay, then you will use OR operator. Now see, I am only giving the condition from the same column like country. Okay, so either my country will be France or either my country will be USA, right? So for any one condition true, it is giving me the data for France and USA. This is how OR will work. Let's move towards the next example. Again I will just show you the data. Okay, is null and is not null. Now suppose you have a column and you want the data wherever the null is present in my column. Okay, then you will use is null with the where clause. So I have written here the example that select the column name from table name where state is null. So suppose I want to see the data wherever the state is null. This is how I will get the data. Okay. Same way for is not null, it will also work. I will just run and show you. Okay. So this is the data where the state is not null. Okay. Now let's see for the like operator how it will work. Like we usually use whenever we want to match the character or text. Okay. For example, now we have been asked that we want the data where the customer name starts with A. Okay. So in such case, we will use the like. So we will write where column name like A percentage. Percentage means basically after A there could be n number of characters could be present. That's why percentage. If you are sure that only 3 characters are present or 4 characters are present, at that time you will use underscore character. Okay. But here we don't know how many characters are there, so we are using percentage. So whatever the customer name starts with A, it will give us the output for that. For example, see this. I will run it. Okay, you can see all the customer name starts with A. Now suppose I want that another example. Let's take, I want the data where my state name ends with an A. So what I will write, percentage A, because at ending the state name should be end with an A. Now I will run this. So see, wherever the state is ending with a A, it is giving me the data for that state. Okay. Now see this example where I have been told to just check the state where my third character is A. Okay. And after A there could be any n number of characters, but before A there are only 2 characters are present. Okay. For that you will write underscore for 2 characters, so 2 underscore A percentage. Now let's run this query and check. See, we got the data for Osaka because our third character is A and first there are 2 characters are there. So this is how it works. Now let's check for the in, the last one. In basically we will use whenever you have multiple values in your column. Okay. For example, let's take that I want the data where country is France, USA and Australia. Okay. And suppose you want that 7, 8 or 12 values are present in your column and you want to fetch the data for them. So in such scenario, what you will use? You will use in operator. Okay. It will basically help you to avoid that or condition which I have told you earlier. Okay. So just select and run it. See. Now it shows me the data where my country is France, USA and Australia. If you have more values, you can just write it inside this bracket. So this is how where clause works. It works in a different combinations. As we will see, you can use operators with the where clause. You can use between and or logical operators. You can use is null or is not null, then like and in. Okay, so you can all use all these things with the where clause to fetch a data with the specific conditions. So if you have any doubts, you can comment below, and thank you for watching.